Welcome to the Offerin podcast, where we talk real stories, real problems, real solutions in the world of real estate. So happy to talk about leads today. Boy, we all want more of them, right? But it's really hard to build systems that continuously generate and truly earn those leads. We're joined here another episode with Kevin and Ben. Kevin, in our last episode, you were talking about leads or the work that we're doing, the planting we're doing in January, truly harvests leads in June, July, August. What is the deal with lead generation? Why is it so hard to generate leads in real estate?
I have a totally different answer than anything probably in real estate to talk about that's really important.
Yeah.
Most people are thinking about lead generation of how do I spend my dollars, Zillow, Trulia, where am I going to spend my marketing content? And probably one of the most important things about lead generation is to him that has much, more will be given, and to him that has little, all will be taken. Mm-hmm. And of course, if you're a believer, that all makes sense. But basically, one of the most important parts about leads in real estate is having gratitude for what you've been given already. And I see a lot of people follow every silver bullet. They try to chase something. They try to get a lead. They try to make money. But that's really not what we're here to do. What we're here to do is to build ourselves up to be the best we can be. And it's my belief that if you do that, if you focus on your character, if you focus on your integrity, if you focus on creating great experiences and serving the people around you that have been put in your world to serve, you're not going to have a lead problem. You're going to have an abundance problem. And go ahead.
I love the perspective of that. Actually, you mentioned the word gratitude, and that's come up today multiple times for me. So it's like, okay, there's a word ringing in my head today. So that's really interesting because you don't hear that. Like, take a quick spin at the stats here real quick. I looked this up and prep for the conversation. So we got like a whole bunch of lead gen software businesses, right? Arguably, there's like 10 leading platforms and like hundreds of others. Hey, give us $50,000 and we'll generate, promise guarantee leads in the next couple of days. But, the lead gen software business alone, counting Zillow, Market Leader, Realtor.com, Real Geek, Zerple, RedX, and so on, is $4.5 billion industry. $4.5 billion. Do you think they generated more than $4.5 billion worth of leads?
In terms of revenue for real estate agents? Yeah. I have no idea. I'm sure we could find the stats on that, though, right? We could look to see what the commission amount was in the United States and whether it was over that. I have no idea.
Yeah. I think there's like a fundamental disconnect between that kind of lead generation and actual lead generation, like local level.
Do tell.
So
you got it.
Most people are thinking about leads, and like Kevin was saying, like, okay, I'm spending this money, I'm getting these leads back.
Yeah.
Versus, I would say, like, if you were in that vein of thought, you need to be thinking like, I'm spending this money, how can I improve on my knowledge of the industry and what I have to offer, right? The other side is, I am here to serve the people that are brought into my life. Like, that's actually what I'm here for. So whatever I have that has been given to me right now, how do I handle that amazingly? Too much, whatever, what you were saying. It's like, if I do well with that little and I treat that person the way I want to be treated, okay, now I have something to build off of, right? So lead generation is both relational, right? People do business with who they know and trust. If you lack skills, you need to be investing in yourself. Buy a piece of property, become an investor, learn the product, go with on a team with a team leader. Like if you're new at real estate, like you need to get better at it. You need to recognize that the issue is you. You're the issue. Get better at your job and don't expect for people not to recognize that you're good or bad at it. Secondly, when it comes to Zillow and all these things, those kind of leads are like random people that are looking, they've typed in, I want to sell something or whatever. Well, if you don't know what you're doing and you aren't thinking about this person as like, hey, I'm here to serve them with what I know how to serve with, well, you're going to miss out on the fact that, hey, this person is now going to talk to their network about you. So it's like the multiplication factor of the whole thing is cut off. You're always one-to-one. Well, I finally sold a house. It was a nightmare. Yeah. Okay, I sold another house. Well, you're going to be, most real estate agents don't make it because they're not thinking about this. It's really easy to think about it as a commission or about making money instead of the heart of it, which is like, this is somebody's life.
So a couple...
We'll take this out of real estate. This is really important. It's easy to see this outside of real estate. When you look at it in real estate, it can get a little bit convoluted. But I've got a daughter. She tried out for a play, and she made the play, but she didn't get the part that she wanted. Right? She got a part that had like 1 or 2 lines, which I'm super excited, by the way, because I think it's going to give her some grit in the next one.
A lot easier for you, by the way.
That's right. Yeah, but look, the answer to her at this stage, she's 12 years old. The answer to her isn't, well, go out and apply for another play, right? The answer is improve your craft, become great, make the most of this experience, do the best you can with your 2 or 3 lines in this play, and sure enough, what's going to happen? Next time, you're going to get a better part, and then a better part. And this is the fundamental problem with how people look at leads. Let me go get a lead. Let me go get a lead. Let me sign up for Zillow. Let me sign up for that. Let me sign up for Trulia. Let me go get another lead.
How much money did I get?
There is not a lead problem. There is no real estate agent in the country of the United States of America has a lead problem. I said it right there. No real estate agent has a lead.
What is the problem?
They have a
knowledge problem.
Yeah.
They have a skill problem. They have a...
They're focused on the wrong spot. You wouldn't say to my daughter, who's 12, you wouldn't say to her, oh, there's a shortage of plays for you problem. No, you'd say like, you haven't developed your skill enough to have this part in the play.
I gotta share that. So I also have a daughter who came to me the other day and was like, hey, Dad, I want to play basketball.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, well, if you want to be really good at basketball, I want you to go outside and play with your brothers. And they're going to torture you for 5 years. If you can even learn how to dribble it, like amazing. Like if you can get to score a point on them, at the end of it, you're going to be a dog. D-A-W-G. That's what I said. You're going to be a dog at basketball. But you have to like smile about it. Like as you get your teeth kicked in for 5 years from your older brothers, if you want to be really good at basketball. Don't worry about the score. Don't worry about whether you won or lost. Recognize that like the pressure coming against you is what is actually going to make you great at this.
Yeah.
So don't get into real estate expecting like, oh, I'm going to get all these like paid for leads and sell them. It's like, well, you don't even have any skills. Get some skills.
So how about like for the new agent? Like if I'm coming in and I want to be an agent today and I get started, like you mean to tell me how long is that going to take to ramp up? Right? It's like, hey, just be a good person and be kind and this is going to eventually come to me, or like,
no.
What do you? Okay.
I think it's more than that. There's more than just being kind. There's showing up and doing the job, definitely. But look, if you walk out your front door tonight when you get home and look around, and what do you see? You see a bunch of other people living in houses.
Sure.
So like everybody around us is buying and selling houses, and everybody around us, by the way, this is the one thing that maybe a new real estate agent doesn't know. Everybody around you at their core really cares about where they live. They care about their environment. And people might not be able to say that, but they care about that. And so we're consistently moving as humans towards having better environments. And so all the people around you are going to be moving in the future, or they're going to be moving soon. And so like the recognition that there's so much around you is really important. And yes, there are things you have to do. You can't not show up to work. You can't not answer your phone. those are important things. And you got to have business acumen. You have to develop that. You have to develop those skills.
Character of
You need to understand about money, like finance, you need to understand some building construction. You need to understand some design. You need to understand people's motivations, like surrounding like schools and like their life. You need to understand some psychology. You need to there's kind of a long list of skills that you're going to develop. And not every person coming into real estate is coming from the same background. If you're 19 years old, 21 years old with not a whole lot of life experience, well, it's going to be a long road for you. Like, again, buy some rental properties and like get some, hair on your chest. I mean, I guess, or if you're a woman, like, I don't know.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
You understand what I'm saying? And if you're like a business executive coming to this, like, well, you already understand team, you already understand finance, you already understand like whatever. And so you can like build up those other skills. It's going to be a lot faster for you. So these people that are, or understanding, well, anyways, you understand what I'm saying? Like you actually taking the time to recognize that you need to build your own skills so that you can be a great servant and a representative for the people that you're working for so that you can move their life forward equals they're going to want to tell everybody about you.
Sure.
You're going to convert more of the opportunities you get. You're going to like the word will spread.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
There's a difference between, I don't know what you would say, but like going hunting for a lead or attracting somebody.
Yeah.
And those are two different things. And I guess I would say our mentality, just the way we operate, and I don't think everybody has to operate this way, right?
Yeah.
There are people that love waking up at 6 a.m. and making 300 cold calls and doing 300 scripts. And
I don't know very many of those people.
I've never met any of those people, but apparently, according to all the
They're on
marketing
YouTube.
material,
Yeah, they're on
there,
YouTube.
and they want to sell you their $699
right.
course for the next year or $6,000. But our mindset really is let's build an awesome process with awesome systems and awesome people and an awesome product, and let's attract people to that.
Become who God made you to be and understand that he also made other people different. And when you can all become who you are supposed to be, there's an abundance. Like that's what he was talking about, either this one or the last one. It's like, there's not a shortage here.
Yeah.
Well, and by the way, even if you have the money, if you don't actually have a sustainable rhythm to all of this, guess what? There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of money who are miserable. Like money is not time. Time is life, right? Like your life matters. Once you get all the money, if it's miserable, you're going to wish that you could have your life.
All right, Kevin. So you mentioned something I want to just clarify a little bit. You mentioned process, and like having a process is actually the marketing. Like so having a certain way we do things, whether it's the cold calls every day, whether it's emails every day, but you leveraging some kind of process of relationship building. Your relationships, build relationships, not leads, is a term that you hear often, or buy lunch, not leads. Like build relationships with people, go deeper, have it be part of who you are. How long does this process take? Like, so I asked that because I've seen we have a family member in real estate that, hey, it takes a year or two to kind of get your business under you. And then I've also talked to other agents that, I talked to one guy in South Carolina a couple weeks ago that was like sold 93 houses his first year. And he's building and scaling his team now in Charleston, South Carolina. It's like, that's awesome.
What was it about that guy that caused 93 sales in his first year?
Yeah. So he did have some of that business acumen that you talked about. I mean, he came out of high school, top of class, went to the Naval Academy, built more skills, but he was literally on a submarine, right? So it's not like he was learning how to do real estate on a submarine, but he gets out of the Naval Academy as a naval officer, and he starts a real estate business.
Well, usually when I hear something like that, it's like if you dug deeper into it, I'm not trying to like down on this guy, but like he sold like a 53 package house to an investor.
This guy's legit.
This is
He
like
sounds legit. I mean, look, well, you're saying things here that are really important. Okay, so you look at real estate, the industry of it, and you say, all right, what are the things needed for somebody to be successful there? And 6% of it is about houses. Everything you just
Yeah,
said there
that's
said,
right.
It's
this
nothing to do
guy's
with real
got
estate.
discipline. He knows how to speak with people well.
Yep.
He has integrity. He's part of the Naval Academy. I
Yep.
mean, that comes with a level of trust and expertise in his craft. He cares about doing things well. That's 90% of being a good real estate agent. And so, he would go do anything, and he's going to be successful at it right away.
The barrier to entry to being a real estate agent is super low. So he's bringing a world of wealth of skills and knowledge to the table, but he is the same. He's going to get a real estate license the same as somebody who's coming to the table with no skills.
Well, here's the thing. Talking about this lead generation thing, this whole lead idea, and the reason that people talk about these lead generation things like scripts, and I'm not downplaying it. I think they can be highly effective for people. Cold calling, things like that, it is the lowest common denominator that you could put somebody into to have them show up and do something.
Right.
So, in terms of like this guy you're talking about, developing relationships, going into banks and really developing relationships with bankers, that's a high-level skill. Low-level skill, I hate to say it, but picking up the phone and beating your head against the wall, anybody could show up, any monkey could show up tomorrow and do it. And I'm not saying that you're not going to make a lot of money doing it. You can make a lot of money. I haven't met a lot of people that like doing it, but what I'm trying to get at here when we talk about this lead is it's about attraction. It's about you becoming the best version of yourself, creating a great experience for other people that's going to turn into more opportunities to serve other people.
Yeah. And knowing what you have to offer and knowing yourself well enough to know what you don't have to offer and surrounding other people with you to put that out into the world. I wish that we had some statistic on how many real estate agents are miserable in their marriage? How many have got divorced? How many are struggling with self-confidence? How many, you call 300 people and get 299 rejections. I'm sorry. Some people can withstand that well, and other people that beats you up a little bit. Versus hey, I spent all that time becoming a better version and got 4 leads and converted 3 of them. And wow, I'm off to the races. There's and I am building a network that is sustainable in the long run. And I'm becoming a better version so that I am, like we said earlier, so I'm actually able to give this to people. They need it. People need the expertise. There's so much to this real estate, all the details, all the communications that people just don't even know unless you're in it.
Well, just, for a guy like me that's, again, not an agent, looking at this from the outside, I see so much online and social about lead gen. And what you guys are spinning here is completely different, right? So if we're going to land this ship and actually have practical skin-on takeaways, if you will, for our audience, the millions of people that are watching this.
Millions.
So what is one solid thing that you can give an agent that they can start doing immediately?
In terms of lead generation?
Yeah, absolutely. This is how do you generate more leads today?
Today, I think the first thing you think of, if I was starting brand new from scratch, had no business whatsoever, I would get lunch with the people I love.
Okay.
That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah, but let's just say you were outside of that. Let's just say somebody.
So nobody loves you.
Yeah. Let's just say let's say you're 2 years in, and you're 1 year in, and you're like, I've been doing this for a year, and I made $26,000. I need to make more at this. I'm struggling to find leads. I'm thinking about quitting. What do you say to that person?
What do you say to that person that's 2 years in?
1 year in.
1 year in.
1 to 2. Yeah.
Doesn't have the leads.
I'm working a part-time job because I can't.
Got to make it.
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm trying to. What do you say to that person?
Quit. Well, look. I mean, what you're saying is it's a fundamental problem. You can't show up to something half-ass and expect full results. And what the way you're describing this person is,
Well, no, how do they change their mind? Like they're basically saying like, hey, I need leads to sell houses. Is that true? Is that actually what they need? Or
I
hey,
think
you have
this isn't a lead problem. This is a spiritual problem in this person's life that has not committed.
make it practical. What do they need to do?
They probably need to.
So here's what I'm hearing: relationships are greater than leads. So you sit down with people. I heard Gary Vaynerchuk. Is it Gary?
Gary V?
Yeah, Gary V. So he said, if you're starting a business, grab your phone and send out a text to 100% of the people in your
Does anybody like
your contact
the things
list.
like that, though?
and say, listen, I'm passionately I'm starting the business that I've always wanted. His example was I am doing a lawn care business. I've always wanted to cut grass for my life. And so he said, send it out to everyone. He goes, I promise you have a business. Like from a practical lead gen thing, you're sending out a note. You said relationships, sit down with people in your family, have coffee, have lunch, whatever, and tell them what you're doing. And similarly, you can do that through your Rolodex, saying, "Hey, I'm in real estate. Like I really love this industry."
Yeah, but this is all about the problem here that you're talking is this is about self, and this isn't about service. What I'm talking about with lead generation is service, and so you're talking about. I'm cutting you off here because this is so important. The lead generation is the service. You do a great service.
There you go.
And there's going to be plenty of people who want to hire you.
Abundance, yeah.
And you have to ask yourself, and back to this guy, this hypothetical guy, Tommy John Joe, that has a part-time job that is trying to invest in real estate. Well, real estate's not a part-time job. It's just not. And part-time agents, as the world continues to advance with AI, with technology, full-time real estate agents are going to eat your lunch. And the truth is, one of the problems in the industry is actually, hate me for saying it, it's fine, but you can't, this is a big deal in people's lives. These are hundreds of thousands of dollars that people are spending. They don't make decisions like this. And there can be good part-time agents out there. I get it. However, this is a serious thing we're talking about here. And so if you're not willing to commit to serving somebody well in that, I don't know, man. It's just maybe this isn't for you.
I'm going to disagree with him.
Disagree.
Here.
Let's disagree.
I'm just smush that. Listen, for all you Toms and Johns and Janes out there, here's the answer. Okay? I don't know what the average stats or the average age of a real estate agent is. But this is agents that are 0 to 3 years into the business. I'm going to tell you how to go. Just take this as a golden nugget. I'm telling you right now. There are a bunch of aging real estate agents that have spent millions of dollars and spent years of their life building relationships and doing advertising and have a book of business and also have experience. Okay? If you were that 0 to 3 year agent who doesn't actually have the skills, become more self-aware, invest in yourself, and connect with one of these agents because they already have the relationships and they already have the incoming phone calls. And what they don't have is the energy to manage it all because they're tired. So what you have to have is some humility to know that you don't know, but you got to be a hard worker and be willing to actually just kind of work for cheap, just like an apprentice or something like that. And as you gain skills and actual knowledge, well, then it would be wise for you to go ahead and invest some money in letting people know that you exist. I mean, this advice is not for the person that's like the guy that can jump in and sell 90 houses. He's the 1 in a million.
Yeah.
But for the most people out there who are not making it, what I'm saying right now is the pathway forward for them because they aren't having – the marketing dollars are already spent for the last 25 years. You don't need to spend more marketing dollars. You need skills, and you need to connect with people who know what they're talking about.
I agree with you there.
good.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
All right,
Everything
good,
you're
good.
saying is in complete agreement.
Yeah. And I was cutting myself off earlier because I would agree with you that so much of this is, the building the right people around you, building the right systems, being, good character. But so this is tough. It really is to get going, get started. The stats show that 75% of people sell less than 5 houses a year.
Yep.
And so we're probably talking to, those folks on this episode, right? So how do you do that? And that is a tough road to go. But I love
listen, let me correct myself then. Don't quit. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Follow Ben's advice.
Okay.
I
just
retract
surround
my
yourself
statement.
around great people. Be a person of character.
Yeah. Keep going. there's one question you have to ask yourself. If you're going to go down the road that I just described, you have to ask yourself this question. Do I love this? Mm-hmm. Am I really excited about real estate? Like a car person, they love cars. Do I love real estate? Do I want to own real estate? Do I want to serve people? My family person, like, am I supposed to be here?
That's good.
If you can say yes, if you answer that question, no, I really want to be doing this, but I just wanted money, get out. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But if you're like, man, I'm frustrated because I can't figure it out, but I really love this.
Yeah.
Do what I said earlier, and you will make it. You will get the skills.
Our time is up. One question for each of you. What is the one character skill you would recommend? Or what's the one character skill you think is the most important for an agent to have?
Telling people the truth.
100%.
I mean, that's it.
Wait, did you guys have the same answer?
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah,
True.
because
Tell the truth.
you have to call people, and sometimes you tell them good news, sometimes you tell them bad news, and it all comes out the same, and you have to be willing to tell people the truth.
Great.
Yep. I just had that happen like before we got on this podcast. Right. I might have made a mistake. And I don't know if I did or not. I probably did. I might have. So I was like, I made a mistake. I like, here's what happened.
Yeah, great. So thanks for joining us. As always, we're here to share those real stories, right? The real problems and hopefully real solutions. So hope you join us on the next one. Thanks.